Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be working on a custom. The base is going to be this 40th anniversary edition Minty, which was one of 6 relaunched Generation 1 ponies, and this is a very special custom because it is for one of the channel subscribers. If you're not aware, I sometimes do restorations for toys that have seen better days, but in this case this is going to be a custom. And this pony is going to Sweden, which is where Linda lives. Now, Linda sent me an email a few months ago asking me whether I could help. I found her message very sweet and it was a story I could definitely relate to, so I asked her whether I could share it with you and she said yes. So hopefully she will like this pony, and let's get started with this customization, shall we? We are going to start by preparing the body, which means removing the hair, removing the timbals, and doing a little bit of a spa or hot water bath so we can soften this plastic, because these new ponies are really hard and they will break all your needles if you let them. So let me read to you the story that Linda sent me, or to us. It says, when I was a child, I had a knockoff My Little Pony G1 toy that was vivid green like Minty, but had matching vivid green hair and tail, and no cutie mark. I named her, okay, let me see if I can pronounce this, Grässtrå, which means blade of grass in Swedish, and I adored her. Unfortunately, my childhood was very bad. In therapy, I have been doing a lot of work and healing, and part of what I've been talking about recently is the loss of a lot of childhood things that were very important to me that I still mourn, even if I don't realize it. This pony was thrown out without my consent, and that became one of the many wounds and symbols of betrayals I'm now working through. We have a saying in Sweden: children who have survived horrible things, we call them dandelion children. Because just like dandelions, they survive anyway and can break through asphalt and find a way to go on. My mom always calls me a dandelion child when I'm struggling, as a way to remind me that I can make it. So Linda and I exchanged quite a few messages, most of them me apologizing because this has taken so long to do, and I'm so sorry. And she offered to do some art commissions because she is an artist. I said, no, you don't have to do anything. I do this as long as I can. I will do this for the channel. And then she said, or she wrote, well, I don't know what Linda sounds like, but I imagine she had her hands on her hips and she said, "You are not the boss of me." And then she proceeded to send me, let me count, 9 original drawings of some of the custom ponies we have made in the channel, restorations and customs. So if you want to see them, they are absolutely beautiful. I will show them at the end of the video. And also you will be able to get some postcards if you attend PonyCon 2024. That's where they will be for now. So thank you, Linda. Alright, so we have finished with the preparations and it's time to get to work on creating the custom. Minty is going to mutate, so we're going to remove the symbols so we can paint new ones. The original pony that Linda was talking about didn't have any symbols, but she mentioned the story of the blades of grass and the dandelions, so we're going to use that as inspiration. Actually, let me show you the art that Linda sent me, and please check her portfolio because it is amazing. And with that, I will leave you for now. Enjoy the chaos, the mistakes, the fixings, and I will see you, I think, for the painting part. So, see you soon! Hello again! So now it's time to design the cutie mark. I'm not going to talk too much about this. I made a few tests. I used some sources and inspiration, so these are not all coming from my brain. And this will sound really silly, but I didn't actually know that dandelions were both the yellow flowers and the fluffy things that you use to make wishes. So I think that's pretty nice. We call them panaderos in Spanish, or bakers, I don't know why. But the way it worked was when you found a panadero, you could take the little pips off, put it in your mouth, I think. Yeah, you have to eat the pip and then let the rest of the panadero go, or the little flower, and then your wishes would come true. My wish was, I guess, not a very childish wish. It was to be brave. I knew life was going to present me with challenges, more challenges, but you know what, one of the things that I really liked about Linda's email, apart from the beautiful story and the drawings, and I liked everything about Linda's emails, but I love that she mentioned her mom, because my mom was like the light in my childhood, and everything good in me and my siblings is because of her. All right, back to the drawings. Ponies and symbols, or cutie marks. They are quite simple in a way, very effective, very nicely designed, very expressive, one could say, but also a bit challenging when you want to have more detail, because they tend to have like 3 colors tops, and they're like shapes more than actual illustrations, I guess. So I had to choose the colors that would work for the cutie mark. I chose 4 colors in the end. I used a yellow, a white, a dark green, and a light green. Oh look, someone sent me bee seeds. How cute is that? Right, the pens. The pens I'm going to be using were also a gift. The brand is called Two Hands, and they sent me this amazing collection of soft-headed markers. They also shared a discount code if you want to try them. And the difference between these and the other acrylic markers I've tried is that these ones, you don't have to press the tip to get the acrylic to go into the pen. It's always there in a way, and they're really, really smooth. And I can't tell you how many ideas I have for Halloween and Christmas using the laser machines. If you have any suggestions of what you would like to see in the channel, please let me know, because every time I try to do something with the machines, surprise visit from Toby. He's always around, but not usually in front of the camera. Look at those eyes! My coins. This hair was going to go for sale. Not anymore. No. Oh yeah, as I was saying, I like to try everything that gets in my hands, all the machines, all the technologies. So laser printing and 3D printing, no, laser cutting and 3D printing, really cool potential, but please let me know what you would like to see. For example, we recently went to visit a friend who is absolutely obsessed with Halloween, and he and the kids were already doing like wood bunting for Halloween, so they were painting pumpkins and things like that. And John, my partner, did a really cool kiss, or as I mock him, Jojo Siwa pumpkin. And that's something I could definitely do with the laser cutting machine, so I can cut any shape in plywood or metal or acrylic or anything. But then I don't know what projects to do with it, because as you might have seen, every time I try something that is not a restoration, the video does really, really poorly, and then it starts affecting like algorithm and all of that. So please give me ideas, or if you don't want to see anything like that, then let me know, and maybe I can put those things in like a second channel. I hope you can tell me what to do, because I love my machines and I want to keep using them. Enough complaining. The cutie mark is almost done. I did it on both sides. The pens were really easy to use, and when the pen was too big to use, sorry, I'm playing with some nail polish bottles and they're making little noises. Also, I'm kind of jumping ahead in the video, you still haven't seen the other side. But what I wanted to quickly mention is that when the pens are a bit too thick for the detail, so when you need to do very thin lines, what I do is just use the pen to put some paint in my palette, my tile thing, and then use one of these mini brushes, or brushes for minis, to do the details. Which also reminds me, this is completely unrelated, but if you need one of these brushes, the really thin ones I use are from Citadel. This is not a sponsorship, and I get them from my local game shop. If you have a local game shop, I would recommend you take a look, because they tend to have really friendly, open communities. They are just great places to make new friends, and they tend to be like independently managed, so I don't know. Here is a little love letter to the local game shop. Well, I was talking to myself to the microphone, but I was talking to you as well. We were talking about childhood trauma and belonging, and for me, finding my community is one of the things that made the biggest difference. And I was very lucky to find a community when I was around 16, I think. The community was a Lord of the Rings group that used to do like little talks. This was before the movies, mind you. We used to play magic cards, and that's why I wanted to do the Lord of the Rings video when I got the new machine, because things had been quite difficult, and being quite young when some things happened, I felt like I didn't know who I was, what I liked, and finding these things, finding these passions and these groups and these communities that embraced geekiness, I guess, when geekiness was not as popular, was a great thing. And now I think there are more possibilities, but still making friends is not easy. Or it is easy once you find the right people, but you have to find the right people. Oh, and although I personally really struggle with communication and avoidance, we have a Discord channel, and the community there is also incredibly beautiful. So you can try that, and you might not see me that much, but I do read everything. I'm always lurking, and sometimes I do go out of my cave and I communicate. But everyone in there is lovely. Alright, we're almost there. Let's do some styling and see you for the results very soon. Alright, and we have made it to the end. Thank you so much for accompanying me in this little journey. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope Linda likes her pony. It's now, well, not right now, but tomorrow morning it will be on its way to Sweden. It was definitely a lot of fun to make, even though I had to remove the hair. Don't worry though, except for the hair that Tommy tried to eat, the rest will be used for a future project. I have stored it safely. And so let's quickly rank this project among other projects I have made. I think I'm quite happy with it, maybe because we haven't really made that many changes. We have to paint eyes, which are always a bit challenging, but also because I think the symbol looks not too different from the Hasbro symbol. So I managed to do something that is relatively simple, and I think you can tell what it's. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you very soon. Bye bye!